Early morning in Kathmandu, the heart of Nepal. Pilot Priya Adhikari is on her way to work.
A helicopter pilot schedule is totally different than a fixed-wing pilot. You wake up in the morning, if you have a flight or not, you are on standby.
The streets are still empty at 6 a.m. Priya Adhikari drives to Tribhuvan Airport. Often, it's only possible to fly for a few hours a day. The weather in the mountains can change very swiftly and create dangerous flying conditions. Priya flies to the highest mountain range in the world, the Himalayas, regularly for a small airline. Her flights are often rescue missions to bring injured climbers to safety. But today, tourists have booked a sightseeing flight. When flying at extreme altitudes, paying close attention to the helicopter's weight limit is vital to survival. Priya calculates the amount of fuel needed according to the weight of her passengers.
93 त हुँदैन 93 हुँदैन यिनीहरु दुईटा एउटै ग्रुपको भयो के 59 plus 99 plus 80 plus 82
भएन
80. So I always arrange accordingly the weight. Among you two, one will go on the front and one will go on the back. Okay? And it will change from Kalapa to back. Okay? Don't wear your jackets now. It's going to be hot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be real hot.
The pilot hooks herself up to an oxygen tank for safety reasons as the air high up in the mountains grows thin. The destination on this sightseeing trip? Mount Everest.
I had a chance to fly a helicopter as a passenger. The moment the helicopter took off, I asked the captain with a big smile, "Hey, can I be a helicopter pilot?" And he said, "Of course you can." That feeling was different. I still get that feeling. Now, the feeling was different. And to see 270 degree, like you can see around, you can see below, you can see up, you can see everything. When I came back home from that joyride and told my mom, "Hey, Mama, can I go for a helicopter pilot?" I think more than surprised, she was happy, but she was like, the question was just because of one helicopter ride, no one decides, right? We sold some of my mom's gold. There were doubts, there were lack of money, but everyone came together, all my family members came together and supported me. So without them, I wouldn't have done it.
Priya flies north to the Khumbu region along the Tsula River. All the major rivers in the south of Asia originate from the springs of the Himalayas. The glaciers there secure the water supply of almost 2 billion people. "14 mountains worldwide rise to over 8,000 meters, 10 of them in the Himalayas. At 8,848 meters, Mount Everest is considered the highest peak in the world. The Nepalese call it Sagarmatha, the forehead of heaven. The mountains are holy for the Sherpas living here, as they are the seat of the gods. You're only over 5,000 meters for a short time on the Mount Everest flight, yet the first signs of altitude sickness still appear, dizziness and shortness of breath.
But absolutely amazing area, beautiful, absolutely worth doing this trip if you're coming this way. I'm a bit drunk, shaky knees. If they put a bar here, 3 drinks on the floor.
A stop at 3,962 meters in Sengboche a visit at the world's highest restaurant.
2018 and 19, I was flying only inside that valley. Yeah. I enjoyed it so much. I have stuck there at 12,000 and 14,000 feet inside that valley. There was nothing. Yeah.
You got stuck there?
Yes. I went there for a rescue. Did the rescue, dropped him in the base camp, and they had some paperwork, so you cannot stay at 17,500 for a long time. So I said, like, I'll go down. Weather was worse, yeah. I got stuck because of the weather, yeah. So big.
Yeah, a lot of Nepalese people go to...
Mountains will never be enough. It will never be enough. I'm so blessed that I got a chance to fly as a helicopter pilot and to see this every day. I think this is like heaven. So you cannot get enough of heaven, right? Yeah, helicopter, mountain, and me. Perfect.
On the way back to Kathmandu,
Do you smell? Yeah, me and my sister, we do that. Don't you smell Nepal? Like, we have a smell. Kathmandu is the place where I was born and brought up, and my school is just nearby, and my college is nearby. Everything about Kathmandu is good. Yeah, I love it.
Priya heads to her second job. Together with two fellow pilots, she has opened a restaurant franchise, The Chicken Station. Priya is regularly on site, talks to her employees, and takes care of the bookkeeping.
Friends of mine are coming for dinner. Surishan is coming too. Have you paid the bill?
During COVID time, when our salary was deducted and we all were going hard time, we were just talking at the helipad. We were doing COVID rescue though. We were talking at the helipad like, you know, we should not be always depend on salary and job. We should do something, some kind of business maybe. After a week or so, one of my partner gave me a call and said like, hey, we're opening a restaurant and this is a perfect place for us because it's like 5 minutes from the airport and we all are rescue pilot. We are all on standby most of the time. So we come here, we be on standby, and if there's any flight, we just go on flight and come back. So this is like more than a business, kind of like a home to us, and it's really close to our heart, yeah. Huh?
A colleague comes by.
Starting the career, there was no support from any of the male helicopter pilot. I can say no one supported me, truly. But when they saw me consistently working hard, they saw me that, oh, this girl is here for good, this girl is here to work hard, then they started accepting me, you know.
By now, she and her colleagues are good friends. They often meet in her restaurant after work.
Checking. यसपालि त हटाउने नै रे.
Around 2 million people live in Kathmandu today. Progress is slow in its congested streets. The pilot lives in the Baluwatar district, just a few kilometers from the airport. She bought a house 4 years ago, and her parents live with her, which isn't unusual in Nepal. The next morning at the boxing center.
Stay strong till the end. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Priya is on standby and is using her time to train. She's been boxing several times a week for 7 years now. The center is in her own neighborhood.
When you fly the same schedule, instead of going home and rest and sleeping, I felt like if I go in boxing, that stress takes me, it goes out in boxing, So boxing is for physical fitness, to be fit, to be athletic, to be able to have that power and confidence on me. But at the same time, boxing is love. I enjoy it so much. I love it. I love the people around. I love the trainer around.
Her coach, Ramesh Dasresta, is a former Nepalese boxing champion. He challenges his students and helps Priya test her limits. His daughter, Ramisa, is 20 and has already won some competitions. She wants to go on to compete in international championships.
I think Priya is very courageous, strong and full of character. She never gives up, which motivates me a lot too.
Boxing helps Priya blow off steam. It also helps her deal with strokes of fate, such as a colleague's accidental death.
I was in boxing, and it was Tuesday. I checked my phone. There were like maybe 35 missed calls. And then I got a call from one of my friend who's a pilot, Pemba. He flies in Summit Airlines. So he called and said like, oh, they found Subek's body. I was like, they found Subek's body? What do you mean? Oh, you don't know there's a crash and Subek is dead. I was like, done. Oh my God, done. I started crying immediately. I don't remember how I reached teaching hospital, which is nearby. And they said like, oh, they're bringing the dead body to teaching hospital. So I went there, I rushed, I heard the helicopter landing. Everyone was crying and I was like, why? I mean, I was not getting that, I was not getting that, oh, okay, Subek is dead, he's not gonna be there anymore. And we had, the batchmate thing, to get the feeling that, oh, there will be crash and we will be dead, was the feeling. I was like, oh, okay, this is something different now. This is Subek. He used to make me dance, he used to make me laugh, he used to make me smile, he used to be like around, teaching me everything. He was a real support system, and I don't think any friend will be like this ever. I couldn't sleep for 3 months, I couldn't sleep. I used to sleep with my mom that time because I used to wake up and used to cry. That was like earthquake time,
People in Kathmandu find strength in prayer. The medieval Darbar Square is both a place of pilgrimage and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Soyem Bunat, known to locals as Monkey Temple, is a Buddhist site that's visited by many people. It's world famous for its depiction of the all-seeing eyes of Buddha. Hindus come here too, for in the former caravan town, Buddhists and Hindus live in peace together. Priya regularly visits a small Hindu temple in her neighborhood, together with her mother, Munu.
I don't know whether I call myself a religious person or not, but I do believe in God. I go temples. And if I'm not even going temple for some days, my mom will be like, hey, go. When you're coming back from the flight, just stop and go and just, where is it? Abu, we go home, okay?
The prayer is for Priya's protection. Her mother has 5 adult daughters, but none with a job as dangerous as Priya's.
At first, I was afraid when I heard she wanted to be a pilot. She originally wanted to fly planes. Then she chose to fly a helicopter. As a helicopter pilot, she has to do everything on her own. She has to refuel, transport the sick, the dead. So I was concerned. But now everything's fine.
Priya is flying into the Himalayas again. In clear, beautiful weather, the views are stunning. But the weather can change quickly up here in the mountains.
Mountains are danger, it's really danger. You don't know what will happen in mountain. The high wind out there, the avalanches that we just had in Manaslu, it's so different. I have so much of respect to all these climbers who goes there and climb or trek. I cannot do that for sure because I think I'm better off seeing them from far and flying around or landing on that. I think I'm better.
These magnificent giants attract alpinists from around the world. The climb is dangerous, but you can't get closer to the heavens than here in the Himalayas.
Nepal is blessed, full of all the mountains. If you fly from far west to far east, you see all mountains towards the north. White, old, tall mountains. And when people talk about mountains in other countries, I'm like, come Nepal. During Dasai starting, so many traffic because people are rushing to go home, shopping and everything.
Dasai is Nepal's most important Hindu festival, a kind of thanksgiving with prayers and offerings to the universal goddess Durga that traditionally lasts for several days. It's a time for family.
Dasai is different. Dasai is like family and relatives and eating and going temples and shopping, wearing new clothes and everything, yeah. Exciting, yeah. Whenever I have time, like walking the street or going to the market, if I have some time, I'll just make sure that to call everyone.
Priya is looking for a dress for Dasai.
So in Dasai, for the main day, you wear new clothes. So usually your parents will buy you a new dress, or maybe you buy a new dress for your parents, That's how it is. I wish my mom was here. But I'm choosy.
Shopping and fashion, things the helicopter pilot rarely has time for. Yet she has a good feel for cuts and colors. Once, 14 years ago, Priya decided to take part in a beauty contest.
Miss Nepal was back in 2008. That was when I had insecurities about the body. I was a little chubby. But after going in Miss Nepal, to go out and meet people was part of the training. Everything that I have they're able to talk and be disciplined or to be upfront is all because of part of Miss Nepal. So our Miss Nepal got cancelled, and the next year my mama said like, "Oh, go again." I was like, "No, I'm not going again."
The next day, Priya has a rescue mission. The small airline's helicopter has to be converted. Unlike in the West, there are no fully medically equipped rescue helicopters here. Despite the clouds, the pilot decides to take off.
Like there's so many people who ask me like, "Oh, aren't you scared of this weather?" I'm like, "No, if I have this kind of weather, then I divert or I land. Done. If I get any kind of emergency, I am trained enough to go and land somewhere, right? Safely landing. So no, I'm not scared."
Meanwhile, at the Adhikari family home, Priya's cousin, niece and sister Pooja have come for the festival.
Priya, she's flying and she got another flight. She's in her rescue flight, so it will be a little late. So we are all waiting for her, yes. And she's our hero, so we'll wait for her making food. Without food. Today we are all making vegetable momo. We gathered for the festival. We have this huge Dasai festival coming up. We are in the middle of it. So these 9 days before the Dasai is the day of 9 goddesses. And those goddesses represent motherhood, courage, all this winning, you know, the power of the women.
At Dasai, a goat is usually sacrificed in the temple in honor of the goddess Durga, and its meat is then cooked at home. But Priya and her sister Pooja are vegetarians. So the women prepare momos, a Nepalese and Tibetan national dish consisting of dumplings filled with vegetables, Indian cream cheese, and ginger. The momo dumplings are steamed for around 15 minutes. Meanwhile, Priya is transporting a sick patient from the village of Benigat to the Medi City Hospital in Kathmandu. The patient needs an operation. There's a paramedic on board. The clinic doctors are awaiting them.
Make it back to Kathmandu. The weather was bad, but I made it somehow. When it comes to rescue, you push a little bit of your limit, you know.
Back home, the family is waiting for Priya. It takes a while for the pilot to finally get off work and join the family's Dasai celebration. After hours of waiting, the meal has begun.
Are you hungry?
I'm very hungry. I've been working since this morning, one flight after the next.
They are totally understandable about everything, and they know me. They know me from last 16 years. I've been doing the same thing again and again. So they know me, and they will wait for me. So I don't actually feel bad because they don't make me feel bad at all. That's why I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
A game of cards later in the evening is part of the Dasai festival tradition.
No one told me that it's going to be hard. No one warned me that, oh, you have to refuel yourself or you have to sleep in a helicopter with a dead body. No one told me. I used to say like, oh, I'm the only one. Yeah, I'm the first captain. But now I don't say it anymore. I say, yeah, I'm one of the helicopter pilot of Nepal. That's what it is, yeah.